those snake blocks that go in a very specific direction that you usually have to stay on top of. You got multiple colored pipes, checkpoint flags. Yeah, definitely useful when you're trying to design and play through those hard as hell levels. Dangling crane claws that you can swing and jump in and out of. Seesaw platforms, yes, even ones that move on a belt. Spinning twisters that usually help you get to higher grounds. Parachutes that you can add to just about anything, whether it's coins, power-ups, or even enemies. Yep, they just come falling down very slowly. Giant coins that are equivalent to 10 of them. A custom scroll option, which lets you decide on the scrolling speed whether you want it to go slow, fast, or even faster. And even the direction whether you want it to go up or down. Yep, it's all up to you thanks to this option, as well as even letting you design a vertical scrolling stage. Wow, they really went the extra mile on this. I mean, if that's not enough, and how about clearing condition options? Yeah, you know, certain things that you have to do before reaching the goal, otherwise if you don't complete this certain task, then you can't get there. Like taking out a certain amount of enemies, having a certain amount of coins, or having a certain power-up, or without taking damage, or without leaving the floor. You name it. As long as the condition is in the option menu, well, you can put it in as a requirement to complete the level before you upload it. But the most important addition that I was really looking forward to, and I still couldn't understand why it was absent in the previous game on the Wii U, was slopes. Yes, they have them in this game. You got basic gentle slopes, still can knock down some enemies by sliding down them. And then you got the steep slopes, which can really make for some good time sliding, taking out a whole bunch of Goombas, Koopas, anything that you can slide down and take out easily, making for such a fun, awesome, exhilarating time. Yeah, it's so awesome. And you can even design sloped conveyor belts too as well. I mean, God. These new additions just open up so many new ideas for designing levels. This just makes it more than enough of a worthy successor to its 2015 counterpart, and not just a simple re-release for the Nintendo Switch. And it got even better with one of the most recent updates we got last summer with designing an entire world of levels. Yeah, and uploading them online and even playing each other's online. Talk about awesome. How could you go wrong there? I mean, sure, you have to be able to beat each stage in an entire world to be able to upload it for people to play, because some people do upload some sadistically hard levels that I still can't even figure out how to beat. I mean, god damn. But that's the whole fun of it right here. And yes, there is also online multiplayer where you can team up with friends or strangers online and play a level together like a tag team. There's two different ways to do so, but most of the time it results in only one person being able to finish the level. And I'm not gonna lie, I would enjoy this better, except most of the time it's very lavish. And that's just a team game version. There's also another option in which you have to race every other opponent to the end. Yeah, forget about it. I just straight up suck at this. I managed to win maybe one, and that's it. I mean, through the most difficult and incredibly frustrating stages, do you expect me to finish before everybody else? I mean, you're joking, right? Especially when the freaking game keeps throwing me off by lagging a lot like this. I mean, god damn. Yeah, this sucks. That's one of the game's many flaws right there. It could have been fixed a lot better, but I ain't gonna complain too much. That's not really the main part of the game, even though it is one of the many new additions. And, well, a lot of the new additions are great, but how about the charging chuck football players from Super Mario World? You think that would have been a good addition? Especially since they were in Super Mario 3D World and you got that option in here? That's a badly missed opportunity there. And another thing that's absent from this game that was in the last one is the Fly Swatter game. Yeah, remember originally from Mario Paint? Sure, it was a little bit differently played since you're using a touchscreen, and I think it could have worked in this one. Sure, in the last game it was hidden, but it was there, and it was a nice little tribute. But, oh well, I guess you can't have everything. Otherwise, I think this is a great sequel, which can be a little tricky if you're not using a touchscreen. And it's great that it is touchscreen compatible, especially for playing it on the go, and I prefer the touchscreen more than using the regular analog controls. I mean, the analog controls do take getting a little bit used to, but it's very playable. Now, I was going to say that it would have been great if this game included a stylus pen, almost like the Nintendo 3DS or Wii U, but unfortunately, if you try using a stylus pen from one of those two consoles, you're not going to have much luck with that because it doesn't work quite as well as it does with those consoles. In other words, you got to use your finger, which can feel a little awkward, especially when you're trying to hold the console, but what other choice do you have? It's either this, or you press down as hard as you can with the stylus pen, which will most likely result in a cracked screen. Yeah, I'm not going to demonstrate that obviously, but you get the point. This could also be considered one of the game's, well, rather minor flaws. Otherwise, I can't stress any more why this is a superb sequel and just another reason to own a Nintendo Switch. I mean, Nintendo has really outdone themselves with this one. The gameplay is great, the sound quality and nostalgia factor is all in there, with some new key features that makes for a great mix of level designing, challenging your friends, and even challenging yourself for playing it not only at home, but as I said, also on the go on this awesome Nintendo hybrid console. In other words, you all know why it was the best game of 2019, at least in my opinion. So, my final verdict is Rockin' Wii Remote Wii Motion Plus up and a Playing Wii Remote up. I hope that's not too harsh, but the game deserves enough praise as it is. So, till next time, keep watching.